What's going on, everybody? Mile back at it with another video, and today I'm going to be going over a very different attack strategy from anything I've used before. As you see here, we're going to be using 6 super bowlers, but you're not going to be using it in the typical way. I got a different type strategy here. You're not using a fireball or anything like that, so it is obtainable for anybody. All you need is the electro boots on the Royal Champion. Everything else really is interchangeable if you want. But for me, on the King, I'm running Earthquake Boots. Spiky Ball on the Queen, I'm running Giant Arrow, and the Healer Puppet. Warden, I'm using Eternal Tome and Healing Tome, and then on the Royal Champion, I'm using the Electro Boots and the Hog Puppet. But like I said, that is interchangeable if you want. Also, if you have the Sneezy for the Warden, that would be better, but mine's upgrading, so I can't use that currently. And the Giant Arrow on the Queen, you don't need, but it is nice to have to trigger Invis Towers, because your Super Bowlers, you know, move really slow. So if they get to the core and there's an Invis Tower there and they trigger it and they wander away, they could be in some serious one-star trouble, so that's why I really like using the Giant Arrow, mostly just to trigger Invis Towers. So I got a bunch of Legend League attacks for you guys, so I'm going to hop right into those. Alright, so into the first attack, we have this weird diamond-style base, and as you see, there is an Invis Tower in the core and another Invis Tower at the bottom. So what you're going to do is use a Royal Champion charge just to funnel out one side. You don't need to get a ton of value with this. You're mostly just trying to set the pathing. As you see, all these buildings up here are so tightly compact. I went in from up here because I knew my Electro Boots would take out so many buildings here and just set a massive funnel for our main push. And I am using the 7 and 3 Spirit Fox timing where you drop your invises on 7 and 3 on the clock. So 57, 53, 47, 43 like that. Because I want to keep my Fox alive. It's just really important to have your Fox alive for the main push of this attack. So we got one more invis, and then as soon as this bomb tower goes down, I'm just going to recall her out, not be greedy. You want to keep that Fox full health, want to keep the RC full health. Then you're going to use your Queen with the Siege Barracks to funnel one side, but I accidentally dropped my King and wasted his Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball. Oh, my fat fingers. Strike again. That was supposed to be a Queen over there with her Giant Arrow, but I accidentally dropped the King and wasted his Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball, which would have got really big value in this core, but I guess it is what it is, so we'll just adjust on the fly here. Hopefully still 3-star, even though I made a massive mistake. We'll get a jump spell into the core, even though our wall breaker broke it anyway. So as you see, I'm extremely flustered after that bad drop of the King at the beginning and just completely butcher this attack. But it's not going to matter. I'm still going to 3-star. We do have the Clan Castle full over here to our Siege Barracks, and we actually used the poison on it and took that out, no problem. Just look how quickly these bowlers can shred through the core. Even better if you have your King's Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball. I really would have destroyed that core. But I'm an idiot and accidentally dropped the wrong thing, so yeah, don't do that. But you see our Queen's going to split off here. She's going to take out that Invis Tower before it re-triggers. And also with us not getting the Queen down at the beginning, we missed the Invis Tower. I think we still shot our Giant Arrow even though we dropped her with the main push, and I think we might have triggered the one in the core, but I can't even remember. After that happened, I was so annoyed and I wasn't really paying attention. Royal Champion is putting in work down here. She's still got her ability as well, so we're going to zoom in and see what she can get before she goes down. She gets the Inferno, she gets the Tesla. Can she get this Ricochet Cannon? I think she's going to. Yeah, that was huge value out of the Royal Champion. That's why I really like using the Hog Puppet. The Hog Puppet can just get such good value at the end of the attack and help keep your Royal Champion alive by tanking for her. And we just got a couple trash buildings up here, so we're just going to 2x through this. At this point, it's just cleanup. We got lots of troops left. We have our Queen. We have our RC. Our Warden's still full health. Tons of Super Rollers. We had a bunch down here as well with healers. So that was a nice crushing 3-star. So let's go hop into another attack. Alright, so into the next attack, we have an Invis and a Rage again. I'm a little bit lower in Legends now because I did miss a bunch of attacks multiple days in a row. So we do drop the RC from up here. And we're just going to charge in and try to set the funnel here. We'll get the bomb tower. We should get the Expo. We should hopefully path into that fire spitter. That was the plan. And we do, which is nice. Get that fire spitter out of the way. Hopefully we go to the scatter shot and not the town hall. Because I just don't have enough invises to get the town hall anyway. So I hope she doesn't go there, which she doesn't, which is perfect. We're going to get the scatter shot out. And then we still have 2 invises left. She's probably going to path to the town hall. Yeah, she is. Honestly, here I should have just recalled her and just saved the invises. But I used them anyway here because I had a plan. I was going to try to get the Town Hall low. I'm going to recall her out, and I'm going to shoot my Queen's Giant Arrow to try to take it out, and it barely stays alive. So that was my plan. Didn't quite work out, but it's alright. We'll drop our Siege Barracks over here now. We'll wall break our main troops in. We're going to use our King, and I'm actually going to let my King walk up to take out all this trash, because I didn't think I needed him in this core, really, because there's just not that many walls to open. So I used him to go set more of that funnel, and for some reason, my healers just leave and go to the King. Okay, they switch back. Thank God. That would have been really annoying. Because all my King was there to do was take out trash. So So that would have been a huge pain. But we're going to poison the super minions. I was a little bit late on that because I was watching to see where I wanted to drop my jump spell. But we catch our headhunters in the Eternal Tome, and then they immediately get flung by a spring trap, which sucks. But we had one survive, takes out the queen, which is nice. That was the whole point of them. I wish they would have stayed alive from that spring trap. They might have been able to take out this warden as well. But the town hall is going to go down. It was pretty well repaired after our RC and our Queen's Giant Arrow because it had so much time to repair from the builders. So we still got our king with his ability, but he's up here at the top, obviously. And then we have our RC still holding on to her ability. She's still full health, still has the fox alive, which is really nice. That's why it's so important to keep that fox alive for your main push, because it just helps you so much. It keeps your royal champion alive for so long during the attack because she keeps going invisible. We used our king's earthquake boots and spiky ball up here. Took out most of the stuff. We do have a fire spitter still standing, but we're going to come in from behind it, so it really doesn't matter. I got one super bowler targeting it. Royal champion's going to take it out. We have the warden down here. We still have Valkyries from the siege barracks. We still have a bunch of super bowlers down here. Our king actually survived. He still has Phoenix as well. Royal champion's still healthy. This base was crushed. We're missing one building somewhere. Okay, it's the storage up here. So we'll just speed through this. Another easy crushing 3-star. Nice execution on that one. So let's go hop into another one. Alright, into yet another one. This time we have a poison tower and a rage tower. So I'm just going to go in from a corner here. There was actually a small hole in the base here, so I'm going to go in and take out this town hall. I don't know why he had a hole right there. I'm not sure what that was from, but I have been running into that a lot. Like I said, I'm a little bit lower in Legends now because I missed multiple attacks a couple days in a row. So I think I'm at like 5,400 right now is all. But still, most people don't have holes in their bases, but hey, I'm not going to complain. If I see it, I'm taking advantage of it. We're going to try to get out this monolith and this poison tower, and then we'll recall out. Going to make that invisible to push forward to get this poison tower out of the way. We got one more invis left. I might actually be able to take out that builder hut as well. And then after that, not going to be greedy, just going to recall out. Got nice little value there. And we got rid of that poison tower, which is also nice. We're going to use the king here just to grab that storage, just to funnel, so we don't lose anything over to that wizard tower up there. So I'm actually going to wait here on the Queen's Giant Arrow and Siege Barracks. I'm going to let these push in a little bit farther because I want to set the funnel over on this side over here, kind of like where that hero hall's at. So now I'm going to drop her. I'm going to use the Giant Arrow. I'm going to drop the Siege Barracks over there to start setting that funnel. I just didn't want to get them way too far out ahead of the army and have them die off long before my troops joined up in the middle. We're going to poison up the triple ice golems here. We get a nice jump spell into the core. Honestly, I didn't realize I had a wall breaker in there that was going to break that. If I would have waited a second, I could have jumped over that where that builder hut's at and would have been better, but I didn't think that wall breaker was in there. I didn't think it'd make it that deep into the base, so I was a little bit early on that jump spell, but it's going to be fine. Like I said, we still have our King's Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball, so it's not going to matter anyway. He's going to be able to open up the backside walls wherever we don't get through. And I don't even need to because we have so many troops right here. They're going to beat through that wall, no problem. But we do use our King's Earthquake Boots and Spiky Ball because I really wasn't going to need it anywhere else. So we open up the backside of the base. We just have to break through basically one more wall now to have access to that single Inferno. Then there's nothing else really that can stop us. We got a nice push up here. The King and the Queen. We still have Valkyries and the Pekka from the Siege Barracks. We do pop our Royal Champion ability here. The Hogs should tank nicely for that single Inferno. And look, we got a massive push. We still have a bunch of Super Bowlers. Still have all 4 of our heroes alive. We still have our Hogs alive from our Hog Puppet. We still got Valkyries alive from the Siege Barracks. We still have a Pekka and a Wizard alive from the Siege Barracks. This base stood no chance. This one was absolutely crushed. We really could have swagged that RC ability if we wanted to. Honestly, we could have probably swagged all of our hero abilities. That base was crushed. But we did execute that one pretty well. Got the Town Hall out early. If you can do that, it's definitely beneficial. So let's go hop into one more attack. Alright, into the final attack, we've got double Poison Towers this time, which actually was meta for the whole disarmer meta. But it's starting to shift out of the meta, I think. But some people might still run it with triple ice golems just to try to slow people down and force time fails because attacking is still so strong. So we're going to come in from over here because our Electro Boots can take out so many trash buildings as we push into this backside. And we'll also be able to get out the multi-gear cannon. We'll be able to get some expos and stuff like that. Should be a really good funnel. We're just keeping that king invisible so we don't get distracted on that. And we push down into this expo compartment, which is exactly what I wanted. The Electro Boots should be able to take out that gold storage. So look how many trash buildings those Electro Boots take out. That's why I went in from there, because now we have a massive funnel set. We should be able to take out this whole compartment here with our Royal Champion as well. And then we're just going to have a massive funnel set, which is going to be perfect for the main push of our army. I want that scatter shot to go down. Our electro boot should take it out. Hopefully, it's going to be really close. Come on, go down. Okay, it goes down. We recoil out. We almost lost the fox, but we got out in time. So a queen's giant arrow from the bottom. Get our siege barracks, and now look at this funnel we have. Massive funnel on the right side. Our queen and our siege barracks will keep funneling out that left side. We can basically just jump over this compartment right here where that elixir storage is. Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. And now everything has perfect access to the core. We wall broke in over here so we can take out that multi-inferno. We do pull the CC, so we're going to poison up the super minions. Those are going to get wrecked by the poison. Our test balloons actually go over and take out that multi-inferno by themselves, which is clutch. We get a good warden ability. Queen's still healthy, but she is probably going to get targeted by this monolith. Hopefully something else gets targeted. The balloons are tanking for now, but they're not going to last very long. So we actually do get our hogs in from our siege barracks, and they're going to take out the monolith. That's insane value out of those test balloons. Look at that. We still have one alive, and it just did a bunch of damage on that monolith. Our royal champion is forced to ability up here because she has nothing tanking for her. But that's alright. The hogs actually are going to take out that archer tower over there, so we don't have to backtrack for that. Our king's earthquake boots and spiky ball go off. Ricochet cannon goes down to our hogs. Queen's going to snipe out the ricochet cannon over here. We have tons of super bowlers alive. We still have our apprentice warden in there. Our warden's full health. Our king's basically still full health. Our queen's going to heal back to full health with the healers. So now we just have to backtrack all the way to the side of the base. So we're just going to 4x through this. There's nothing left that can stop us except for the enemy king, but he's going to get wrecked. Gets melted. Hero Hall is the last building, and another nice crushing 3-star. So this is a really fun attack. I'm probably going to keep using this in Legend League, honestly, because it's very different and something fun, refreshing that I like to use, because I'm just so bored of spamming Root Riders and Dragons. I'm just looking for alternate attacks. So let me know in the comments what kind of attacks you guys want to see, and also let me know how this works out for you guys if you use it. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.